Good afternoon, Wildcats. I'm Bea Fisher.
And I'm Gabby Cropper, and you're watching WCAT Weekly News.
On Wednesday, a group of Westminster students marched on campus to protest against the recent ICE raids across the United States and raised awareness around this issue.
No hate, no fear, immigrants are welcome here. No hate, no fear, immigrants are welcome here. No hate.
About 45 students participated in the march during the last period of the day yesterday.
It was a meaningful experience for those who participated and inspiring to see students standing up for what they believe in.
Later this week, the Westminster Players will be performing Eurydice, a modern take on the classical myth of Orpheus and Eurydice.
Ooh, that sounds amazing. When is it?
The open dress rehearsal is today at 5 p.m., and the play itself will be tomorrow and Saturday at 7 p.m., all in Kellett Theater.
Wow, I'll have to buy tickets.
Luckily, you don't need to purchase tickets ahead of time. It's so easy. All you have to do is show up.
Let's hear a little more from Mary Bose Deerdorf.
Eurydice is a play that is a more modern adaptation on the classic tale of Orpheus and Eurydice from Greek mythology. Now, if you're most interested in seeing it rain on stage, then I think this is the show for you.
Thanks. And next week, Westminster and Studio W are partnering with the Atlanta Jewish Film Festival. Look out for a variety of interesting movies streamed live on the Spanish Steps here in Blake as a part of the festival.
That's good to hear that students can unwind and watch movies amidst this long week ahead, with applications for Philanthropy 101, Talent Show, and internships.
For Philanthropy 101, students receive a stipend for $1,800 and learn how to best share those funds with the community organizations. Use the QR code on the screen to apply or check with Megan James in the Glenn Institute for more.
But for those of you who need help on your applications, feel free to check the Wildcat updates for guidelines or if you have any questions.
Speaking of the week ahead, next Monday we will have our annual Global Jan Term and Electives Fair. Ashan Patel has a preview of some of the opportunities.
Hello Wildcats, my name is Ashan. This upcoming Monday, February 23rd, we will have our Jan Term and Course Electives Preview Fair. During this time, you will be able to check out all of the unique global opportunities and take a look at course electives that you might be interested in for next year.
Yeah, so I teach Roots, Legacies, and Traditions with Mr. Pitts and Ms. Harless, and what it does is it focuses on the African diaspora and just how culture has shifted across space and time.
Ms. Sparks also told me that they will be teaching the course somewhere different, so make it a point to stop by their table at the fair to learn more.
I would say one of the most incredible things about the trip is how different experiential learning is than learning something in a book. We can talk all we want to about what a concentration camp or a death camp is, but going there, seeing barracks, seeing fencing, seeing gas chambers, it's just a different experience.
The Voices of Resilience Jan Term seems like a memorable experience. If you're interested in anything that Mr. Copeland mentioned, be sure to check out their table. Reverend Charney will also be a part of the Greece Jan Term Global Trip next year.
The Greece Jan Term trip is a time for the students to get into learning the biblical, the archaeological, and the historical aspects of different sites that are found in the Bible. And so we actually will understand how does the context of the place that these people lived and what happened in history affect what is being written about.
To me, that sounds like a lot of fun. Now, let's talk about the electives. Throughout all of Blake, you'll be able to find so many fun history, science, and math electives, along with language offerings. Also, there will be fellowships and arts programs. If you're interested in any of those things, please be sure to stop by those stands. Well, that's all for Jan Term and courses for next year. Back to y'all.
Thanks, Ashan. Traveling for Jan Term is such an incredible opportunity, so make sure to take the time to see which programs you might be interested in.
That's right. Students will also get to see elective opportunities such as visual art, ceramics, and photography. You can even sign up for filmmaking and get to use this very studio.
Before we get too ahead of ourselves, we still have some exciting things to close out this week.
This Friday is our Black History Month Assembly. This year's theme will focus on culture and connection of food. Let's go check in with the Black Affinity Group for more details.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Jaden Desnoy. I'm Chase Merrill. And we're going to be two of your hosts for this year's Black History Month Assembly. Like we said in the last video, the theme for this year is spices, solar, and stories. And this year, it's going to be the cultural cook-off. I hope y'all enjoy it.
Not only after Friday, there will be opportunities next week to celebrate Black History Month. For example, on the 24th, we will be catering Caribbean food here at school. And then on the 26th, there will be an event playing the lakeside.
And the event will be making custom aprons, and the catering will be at Brewer Cafe. Can't wait to see y'all there. Thank you. Back to the studio.
This will be an exciting assembly Friday at 1 p.m. and you won't want to miss it.
Over in the middle school, students are participating in a food drive to support the Love in Action organization. Let's go to Hyatt Brandenburg for more info.
Hello, I'm Hyatt Brandenburg.
I'm Hepzibah Akimoa.
And we're here with Hepzibah to talk about the Food for Lives program in the middle school. So Hepzibah, as an average middle school student, what are some ways that you can get involved in the Food for Lives program?
So one way you could get involved in Food for Lives is coming to serve with us. We serve every weekend, Saturday or Sunday, and we go out into like Atlanta and we give out food like beans and rice, like freshly cooked meals, and then we also give out clothes and we give out hygiene kits, and water.
That sounds amazing. At what age did you start doing community service, and what made you want to try it?
So honestly, I've been serving it and helping the homeless since I could walk, because every year for my birthday we would go out into the streets of Penn Station in New Jersey, because I used to live in New Jersey, and then we would serve the homeless. We would give them things like pizza and clothes. Me and my mom, we would work together and I would help like set up the tables and things. And then my mom always told me about Proverbs 19 verse 17 and how we should try to always serve others. So when we came to Georgia, we still wanted to find ways to keep on helping the homeless. So I started selling rocks, and I gave all of the money that, like painted rocks with words of affirmation, and all of the money I got, I donated it to charities, and then I joined Food for Lives last year.
Well, that's amazing to hear. What is the end date for the Food for Lives drive?
Food for Lives, the drive is going to end on February 23rd, and then you could donate like clothes and coats for the winter, things like hot chocolate, comfort items, pillows, tents in the upper and lower yellow bins at Clarkston.
Thank you very much, Hepzibah. Please donate to the yellow bins throughout Clarkston. And thank you very much. I'm Hyatt Brandenburg with WCAT.
Thanks, Hyatt. We're excited to see the middle school in action.
And speaking of action, there's been lots of action in Wildcat athletics with both our winter and spring sports.
Let's go to Sam and Ryan for our WCAT sports report.
Thanks. I'm Ryan Robinson.
And I'm Sam Torres. Boys basketball kicked off the region tournament last night at Cambridge with a game against Kell. The boys had a dominant win last night over the Longhorns, winning 76-59. With this win, they clinched a home state playoff game and also moved on to the region championship tomorrow night at Cambridge. The boys squad also had 4 all-region players this year. Congratulations to Nico Searle, Zaydel Shahabi, and Conrad Ogden for making the first team, and also to Caleb Patterson for being an honorable mention. Also, on this amazing night, Emory commit Nico Searle reached the 1,000-point mark.
The girls had a hard-fought battle against the Blessed Trinity Titans, but couldn't pull out a win. They play once more tomorrow afternoon at Cambridge for final seeding in the state tournament. The girls squad had multiple all-region caliber players this year, with Julia Stallworth making the first team, Sophia Israel making the second team, and Addison Sang was an honorable mention.
The baseball team got their first 2 wins this season on Tuesday and Wednesday against the Weber School, with scores of 13-3 and 13-8. They hope to stay in the win column on Friday against Paideia and Saturday against Woodstock.
The boys soccer team looks to get their first win today against the Pace Knights at their off-campus location, Riverbank Stadium, and will follow up that one with their first region game against Centennial on Saturday at 6 at home. The girls' squad competes in the Canton Cup this week with their first matchup against King's Academy tonight, and their next matchup will depend on tonight's result.
Girls and boys squash have their biggest weekend of the year as they travel to Philadelphia this weekend for the national tournament.
The team plays on Saturday and Sunday and are looking to showcase their talent on a national scale.
Boys and girls lacrosse are both looking to get a win on Friday at home, with the girls playing Marist and the boys facing off against George Walton.
Boys and girls tennis both had matches yesterday at home against West Forsyth. Both matches came down to the wire, and while the boys lost in a 2-3 battle, congratulations to the girls on bringing home the win. Their next matches are at home next Tuesday against Cambridge.
Boys and girls track both start their season this Saturday at the North Atlanta BEMA Invitational, where they look to kick off with a bang.
That's it for sports. Back to Gabby and V at the desk.
Thanks, y'all. This past month, the students in the 9th grade Philharmonia Orchestra have been working hard on their solo pieces, which they performed on Wednesday.
We leave you with the fine tunes of their performances. That's all for this week, Wildcats. I'm V. Fisher.
And I'm Gabby Cropper, and you're watching WCAT Weekly News.
Stay Wildcats!